Hey guys, what's going on? Thanks for all the great comments and good reaction to the last video that I upgraded, that gun shop video. I did that a long time, it's a couple years ago. I figured let me do that again because people wanted to see an updated version of that, and there's a few things in there I've said that I didn't say in the last video, because you learn, as time goes on, you find out new shit. So there's nothing wrong with redoing your videos as long as you're adding new information in them. You know what I'm saying? Okay, like this one here, I've done this before, but I did it once, and God knows where it is, and it gets lost, and people they have a hard time finding it. I don't even think I have this anywhere in a category or anything like that. It's just somewhere in there. A guy asked me, "Can you show us how to put that extra round in the shotgun again?" Yeah, it's called ghost loading. That's what it's called. And this is my Mossberg 930. I think right now, as far as semi-auto shotguns go, this is definitely in the top 5 of being one of the nicer ones. What's good about it is it ain't expensive like the Benelli's. Like that thing's like what, $1,500? But it is probably one of the fastest shooting, if not the fastest shooting semi-auto shotgun there is. But, okay. But this Mossberg 930 is sweet. Just YouTube it. You'll see guys rapid firing it with it. It runs perfect. I only shot it once or twice and it ran perfect, but I really didn't give it a heavy duty test because I don't have the backyard with the steel targets. I wish I did. There's a couple of guys on YouTube that have that, and God bless you guys, man. You guys got it made. I envy you. Damn, wish I had that. And before I even show you how to do this, if I can even remember how to do it, a couple people brought up about the gun-free zones. What about the workplace? What about you can have a permit to carry, but you're not allowed to have it at work, or some jobs you're not even allowed to have it on the premises. You're not even allowed to have your firearm in your car, in your trunk, in the parking lot. I mean, what would you do? What do you do in that situation? What if you work at a job where What if you work swing shift? What if your job's in a horrible neighborhood? You know, a lot of factories in Philadelphia anyway, they're in seriously high crime neighborhoods. And you're telling me I can't bring my firearm and protect myself, at least leave it in my car? I can't even have it on the premises? What kind of shit is that? You're denying my right to protect myself? You know, the only thing I can come up with, if anything happens to you and you survive, I'd sue the balls off that company for not allowing me to at least have my right to carry permit, at least have my firearm in my car. If it's not one in the workplace, I kind of understand that. It makes people nervous and, you know, whatever. But at least you should be allowed to at least keep it in your car, at least in your trunk. At least, you know, when you go out to your car, when you clock out, you figure, you know, if you're a guy who works, say you're a guy who works 4 to 12, that's a hairy shift. You know, you're getting done 12 o'clock at night in a bad neighborhood, in the city, or even out in the country. Sometimes in factories or near high crime areas or real poor areas where people are desperate and they're robbing people, especially now with the economy and there's no jobs. People are desperate. They need money to, you know, and some will cross the line and rob your little ass, or your big ass, or your fat ass. Okay? Or if you E-bone me, he has no ass. Anyway, lay your thoughts down. Let me know what you think of that. I'm curious. I think it's wrong. I think if you can't have a permit to carry in your workplace, you should at least be able to have it in your trunk of your car. Or come up with some kind of thing like, okay, it has to be in a trunk, it has to be in a lockbox. That's fine. When you're done your shift, you go out to your car, you unlock your lockbox, you put your gun on your person, and you drive home safely. Or at least drive home with an option to defend yourself. Because when you're driving home that late at night, what do? McDonald's is open all night long, or you'll stop at a 7-Eleven, you know, get a hot dog. You know, when you get off work late at like that, you're hungry. Even though you eat at work, because I remember I did it. I worked swing shift, worked 12 to 8, 8 to 4, 3 to 11. I don't forget that job. But I worked in Jersey, so there's just no guns, period, no matter what. So it wasn't even an issue there. But if you're living in, you know, a gun-friendly state, but they restrict you in that area, what do you think you should do? I don't know. I like to hear your comments. I'm not going to lay firm comments down because I'm not too familiar with the subject. It was just brought up to me. Someone asked me to mention it. There you go. I'm already going too long on it. Okay, here's how you ghost load a shotgun. Now this is a Mossberg 930. Wait a minute. I got to show Rich Chopper at Cornell Steel and Miss Ebomi what time it is. That's what time it is. Okay. This is a semi-auto shotgun, Mossberg 930. It holds 7+1. Now I'm going to get 9 rounds in here and they will function properly. Do I recommend you to do this for home protection, or do I recommend you to do this if you're just shooting at the range? I would just do this if you're shooting at the range. I don't know if I would do it for home protection. I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm just getting a weird feeling about it. Just you got to play by the rules with home protection, because if you have to do it someday and you get investigated, you don't want to look like it's overkill or you're overly anxious. You're heavily overly armed. It depends. You live in a liberal state, man. You could be up shit's creek. And Mr. 45 Bullet even brought it up to me. Some guy was only, I mean, it's a 10 millimeter. I mean, it's a heavy round. It's a big round, but it's not a 50 caliber. You know, it's a 10 millimeter, and some guy defended himself in the woods with a 10 millimeter, but it wasn't intended for human beings. He had it on his side for large animals. But he was attacked in the woods, I don't know the whole story, by a person, and the only defense he had was his 10 millimeter, and he had to use it. And the guy, I don't know what happened to him. He got in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. So, that's a true story. Thank you, Bill, for that information. You always help me with content, because I'm running out. Okay. 7+1. We're going to make it 8+1. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. Okay, first we'll check the shotgun, make sure it's not loaded. I love this thing. Which it's not. Okay, let's see if we can get 9 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's 7. Now the magazine's full. And what you do is charging handle back. So that flips up like that. Okay. Then you're going to put number 8 like that. And then, where the fuck's number 9? Hers. Sorry guys. Push that down. Make sure you don't go back too far. 1 in the chamber. Well, it doesn't matter. And there you go. Now you have, that was rough, I know, I'm sorry. Now you have 9 rounds in here of ammunition. This was 7+1. Now it's 8+1. You have a shell, a round on the lifter. It's floating on the lifter. You got 7 in the tube, and you got 1 in the chamber. Pretty cool, huh? Let's make sure there is 9 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, I wish I could go do that, load it all up like that, and go shoot it. But when you live on the outskirts of the city of Philly, there's nowhere to go unless you want me to go drive an hour away just to go show you it's going to shoot 9. Trust me, it's going to shoot 9. What I could do is ghost load at 9 and bring it to the indoor range, but in that range you have to use light field ammo, so which is no big deal. As long as it shoots 9 2 3/4 shells, it'll show you it will work. It works. Alright guys, well there it is again for you. And let me know what you think of the, you know, the gun-free zones at work.